regular Ingram City Council meeting, Tuesday, April 7th, 2020, 6 p.m. First of all, I have a roll call. Todd Jordan. Not here. Hunter Sinclair.
Here.
Jimmy Lopez.
Here.
Bill Warren.
Here.
Shirley Tree.
Here.
And I am here. At this time, we're going to pray. If everyone else would like to pray with us, you're welcome.
We come to you, and first of all, we just thank you that this epidemic that's happening will be cut short. But we thank you for what we're doing tonight is for the benefit of the citizens and not our own special agendas. We just thank you that we'll make the right decisions. Amen.
Amen. There are no city events or announcements tonight. We move to the visitor citizen forum. Did we have anyone email in?
No.
We have no visitors tonight on this agenda. We're going to go ahead and move to the consent agenda. All items listed below within the consent agenda are considered to be routine by City Council and will be enacted with one motion. There will be no separate discussion of items unless the mayor or council members so request, in which event the item will be removed from the general order of business and considered in its normal sequence. Minutes from City Council regular meetings held on March 17, 2020. Minutes from a special City Council meeting held on April 2nd, 2020. And minutes from an emergency meeting held on April 2nd, 2020. Would anyone like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda? I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, the motion carries. Ordinances and resolutions. Ordinance number 2020-2 for the city of Ingram extending a declaration of local disaster, establishing rules and regulations for the duration of the disaster and restricting certain activities, providing a cumulative and saving clause and declaring an effective date. Last week, visiting with Mark and Byron, we felt like this was probably the thing to go ahead and move forward and do. This helps us with the event that we need to spend any money. Also, it'll allow if in the future the federal government comes up with something to help the citizens, it'll make them where they're able to take part in that. So that's why we went ahead and move forward with that. So at this time, I think we need to adopt it. Yes, sir. We need to have the council to adopt it. And in the resolution, we have a date. Did we set a date or a time?
Yeah.
It's just going to run concurrent with Governor Atkins. So this declaration will run concurrent with Governor Atkins' declaration.
Better make a motion. Make a motion to accept the declaration.
I have a motion to accept the declaration. Do I have a second?
Yes, I do.
I have a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carries. 8, consideration and possible action on business items. Regarding sign permit for Liberty Kitchen located at 109 Highway 39. And I think we have a photo of that in our packet. This could be a significant change. If anyone decides to make a motion, it will be an insignificant change to the historical district. I think it looks to me like the sign is the same size as the one that was there.
Didn't y'all say that they just simply just turned it around and painted?
That's what I understand, it was turned around, they just used the backside.
It's good, we welcome another business in the Ingram. That's a good thing. I see that they're already open. Good. You want to have any, questions? Or would anyone like to make a motion to approve it or not approve it?
I'll make a motion to approve it.
I have a motion to approve the sign, as an insignificant change in the historical district. From Jimmy, would anyone like to make a second?
I'll second.
I have a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carries. And 8B regarding variance for RV located on Sixth Street. And we'll be calling in on this one. If you have any questions for her, if you would really speak up.
Hello,
Ms. Morville, this is Stephanie with the city of Ingram, and I have the council available to discuss with you your RV on Sixth Street.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Well, there's not a whole lot to tell. My house burned down a year ago today. And I have called insurance companies, I have called mortgage companies, and we're finally getting the house built. But he's building it in a warehouse, twice-story building. So, in the meantime, my property's been vacant. And, for some reason, everybody keeps saying the city done. I went out there and I picked up 5 bags of beer cans, trash off the yard. And, so my friend is staying over there in the property right. He has no electricity, no water, no nothing hooked up. He says he's perfectly fine, but we needed permission for you to let him stay there beyond the 2 weeks.
Okay. How's he operating with no electricity, water, or
Well,
sewer?
And, he has a backup battery for fan and a backup battery for radio, and he has, and for a light that he reads by. And then he has a butane stove, like a kitchen stove,
Yes, ma'am.
coffee and food on, and an ice chest.
Okay.
I go every day to give him ice. And, then, as far as, we have the water on there because we have animals there, and it was a little pain to have to, bring in water to them every day. So they fixed it where we have water, so the beef, he does the water and he drinks out of them, and then we give the animals water. And other than that, that's it. He goes to the neighbors again for that cake, and otherwise he's, doing the country thing.
Okay. So you say that you guys are in the process, you're gonna start to build at some point, or?
Yes, they're, in fact, I talked to Paul yesterday, and they have 2/3 of the house built. Now, they're just waiting on the city to go ahead and take electricity, so they can put up a temporary, so they can go put the house up.
Okay, that's something that's been, the permit's been pulled through the city, or?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, permits are all pulled through the city and everything.
So what kind of total time frame are you thinking that, it's gonna take before you get a home in place?
About 3 months.
About 3 months, about 90 days, roughly?
Probably. And see, our thing is, we're no longer able to stay in 2-bedroom apartment because my insurance, they can't help me anymore, to make a house payment, and income payment. So, I'm living, my son and I are living in an 18-foot travel trailer in Mountain Home. My other son is living in Ingram in a travel trailer with his friend. And then Robert's living in that travel trailer. Otherwise, there's no way we can have the space between us,
Right, yeah, I understand. Okay, well, our ordinance does say that, actually, it's Hunter, that's something to do here.
Yes, I was wondering, you said, you finally had to move over because, y'all were having a bunch of people bringing trash and stuff in there and dumping it, and you just wanted somebody there to stop that from happening.
the original reason to have someone over there was because, people were dumping garbage on your property, is that correct?
Well, yes, that was the original reason, because, the trash, and then they were breaking into stuff, and, you know, we do have a storage room there, and, we can't even close the doors to it anymore. So it's like, you have to protect everything, you know.
Okay,
But we have a few really bad dogs there that, well, they're not bad dogs, they're just good watchdogs. And, he has to keep good eye on them too, because if they don't fence, we're going to help one jump and fight anybody out there. We'll have to put her down,
right.
yeah.
Well, I will tell you this, as far as long term, we'll visit with council members and see what they want to do about this for the immediate, but long term, ordinance, I don't have it from me, but it does state that you, unless you're in an RV park, you're not to live in an RV. And that's something we really don't, give much variances on, but due to the current situation with the COVID-19 and all of that, it might be something that we might could extend a little bit. But we'll see what, the other council members have to, any more questions for you, or any ideas, or any thoughts on this?
Okay, well, one thing I do want to tell you is, the reason I'm in Mountain Home, I'm living in my daughter's travel trailer. And the reason I'm in Mountain Home is because everybody, when I went to go set up a travel trailer, kept telling me that it was full, everything else was reserved. And then now then, I can move it closer, I guess, but my son, it has, sleep apnea, he also has asthma, he also he went blind a few months ago. And so, and when we've had surgery done, I really don't want to put him in the midst of we're in kind of a blurry place, you know, it's like, I mean, we have people here, but they're spaced really far apart.
Yes, ma'am.
So we kind of like to stay here so that, we, you know, so it's safe.
Okay.
But I'm 66 years old, I have COPD here. You know, we have to be really, really careful.
Yes, ma'am, I understand. Does anyone have any comments on this at all? You want
I'm
to,
not opposed to a 90-day.
if you want to push it out, 90 days and give them an opportunity to get their house put in place. And then, at the end of 90 days, if the house isn't in place at that point, we're gonna have to revisit this, and we probably won't be able to extend it much longer. So
Okay,
because of this situation that's going on, we really wanna help you out, and I think that that's fair, a fair thing to do. Do you feel like that's fair?
yes, I do, I feel like that's fair, I mean, we just want you to be able to stay here until the house started going up, and we know everything's safe, because it's ridiculous what people were doing. I actually didn't believe it, they're in Ingram, I was like, wow, you know, pick up their cans with people, and play plastic balls, it looked like they were trying to hit things with it.
Okay, all right, well, I think Jimmy's got something he wants to say.
No, I'm just saying, I think us, the councilmen, should vote it together before we do anything.
Oh, yeah, no, we need to do a vote. If someone would like to make a motion to extend that out for a period of time,
I'll make a motion to move it to 90 days,
you make a motion to move it to 90 days from today.
and then they can revisit after 90 days.
Did you want to discuss more, or did you?
Okay. I'm not trying to be a budget here.
Thank you,
I
sir.
remember we made a while back, a year and a half, 2 years ago. We had the same thing up here on the street that we were gonna move a trailer. And we said no, and it was an RV. I mean, I know the situation right now and everything, but we also need to remember, if we start cutting brakes right now, then And everybody's gonna say, well, you did it for this person, how come you didn't do it for this person? That's what I'm just saying, I'm taking care of my back.
Yeah.
And my,
Well, he'll stay low, I mean, he won't. He's not a bragger, he's not it's just so he wouldn't get in trouble, that's all I'm.
I strongly feel like the only reason why this motion is being made to offer an extension for 90 days is because of the current situation we're in. I think if people weren't meant to be, or not supposed to be, getting out, everyone's supposed to be staying put so that we can get past this COVID-19 issue. I really feel like that, and I know we've had a strong stance in this in the past, Jimmy, that if this was not the situation, this motion would not be getting made today. I think we would be looking at a little bit different circumstance, in my opinion. So that's my opinion. I just think we're under special circumstances right now, and we don't need people out moving around any more than necessary. So
as long as we don't get in trouble with that other person.
I don't think that.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I feel like this is just my opinion, and it's your guys have a motion on the table, it's your guys' opportunity to vote on it. I really do feel like for the public's information that this would probably not be happening this way in a different circumstance.
Can we have her, can we call her back in a few minutes, because I don't quite remember what he's talking about.
Okay, well, she can, we're gonna visit for a minute or two here, so if you would just be patient with us.
Sure, no problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last year.
I don't remember.
Well,
I don't remember.
Last year we had a problem. There was that somebody was gonna move a trailer or live in a trailer where it was up here crashing. I don't remember if it was close to your place.
was it on Ghost Street?
Yes, sir. And we said no, because if we started it right now, then we're gonna have to give it to everybody.
Right.
So, but if you don't think,
But let me ask you this, if I remember correctly, she was actually wanting to live there. She wanted to move in and live there. Whereas this, she just asking for 90 days. I was thinking that lady wanted to move in there and live there. But I don't remember exactly.
Do we not have in our ordinance a provision for temporary housing while construction is going on at a location?
I don't think
I don't know that we do have anything like that in the ordinance.
Not that I
There's supposed, I don't know if the speaker here is supposed to be a speaker. I don't know if you can hear me clearly. But I understand what you're saying, because we turn a lot of folks down. But in reference to this and what the mayor said, plus this person's house burned down, and so they're and we can make sure we verify with them that they're getting all the paperwork and getting it all done to help with that. But it is a temporary situation, as you said. So I understand, because we've turned a lot of folks down, and our ordinance doesn't allow us to have people live in an RV outside of a park. So.
Yeah,
It should never be someone's permanent residence.
Right.
That's, I think, what the ordinance was put in place for, to keep that from happening. But if it's a temporary situation, considering COVID-19 right now, and not wanting anybody to move, and the fact that their house burnt down, and they
people
want someone
throwing
to
trash
in.
there and everything
Yeah.
else.
I'm not opposed to an
She has
exception.
But she's using this gentleman as like a security officer to watch over a place while they're, keep trash and stuff, so. While they're building the house, that's the only reason why I made the motion, just to extend it 90 days while her house is being built. But it's not a permanent thing, it's just, this is a special situation where I see that while they're building the house, he's there to protect
Yeah,
everything there.
there's a few factors involved, I think, that make this a little bit different, so. Is your motion still,
I'll still hold the motion.
I still have a motion, are you good, Jimmy? You got everything answered? Okay, do I have a second? Jimmy, give me a second, any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Ayes have it, motion carried. Okay, you have 90 days, from today, and if, the house isn't complete at that point, we're gonna have to revisit, and we'll see where we're at that point.
Okay, well, I sure appreciate it. Hopefully, let the house, let the people leave things alone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Well, you take care of yourself, take care of your family, and, it was good talking to you. And
follow y'all too.
hope everything goes well for you.
All right, thank you, you too.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Okay, and we're doing 8C. 8D regarding property located at 210 Fifth Street.
Where's 3159 Junction?
That's, upholstery place. Upholstery place. Anderson. But we're not doing.
Hi, may I speak with Tracy Brennan, please?
She's right.
Okay, thanks.
With the reg,
Okay, so I have you all on speaker for the, Ingram City Council.
Okay.
Hello, how are you guys doing tonight?
Well,
All right, what can we do for you?
we have a, property at 210.
I did something.
Make it lost.
Who's the speaker?
No.
It seemed quiet, quieter than. But just blow it up. See, Hunter?
Mayor's nice.
Hello, sir, sorry I hung up on you. I turned the volume up and hung up on you. Apologize for that.
That's all right.
Okay, what can we do for you?
We have a property at 210 Fifth Street, a house that approximately 7 years ago, the neighbor moved in an old mobile home that is right along the fence line. Luckily, I mean, it's not on the fence line, but it's really close. The house has never been lived in. It's uninhabitable right now, and it's housing rodents, environmental hazard, literally disintegrating and falling apart.
Okay. We've visited about this property actually multiple times. We've had the owner has come into us a few months ago. No, which place we're talking about?
Yes.
It's the one, near Claude's. Mobile home near Claude's. And, we have visited, I actually, had asked, staff to get with our prosecutor, Mr. Longoria, and visit with him about it and see kind of where we're at. My understanding is Mr. Ramirez is the owner. He's in the middle of divorce proceeding right now, so when he came to us, he said he wasn't able to do much with the property, I guess because it is tied up in a divorce. And I know that our prosecutor is set to meet with him, was set to meet with him in March or April, but since all this COVID-19 is going on, court just hasn't really convened in the past few weeks. But he has been asked to visit with him, and if he's not in compliance, I've asked him to move forward to prosecute the case as necessary. We've been dealing with this for a long time. We've had multiple complaints on it. I think we've been extremely fair, in my opinion. So we are working toward it, but it is a timely process, and I apologize for that.
We appreciate your work towards that, and we just wanted to check and see the status on that. We're kind of going to get been enforced. It seems like it's been years.
That's the same thing he was saying, and I believe that it's supposed to finalize sometime in May. I believe it's supposed to finalize, because we're kind of in the same spot. We're kind of hung out there, but we will. We have spoken to the prosecutor, and we're going to work toward getting it resolved as quick as we can for you. And I appreciate you guys calling in and letting us know. If, you don't see any changes over there in the next, what month are we in? Maybe 90 days, 60 to 90 days, if you would, please contact us again. And we'll let you know kind of where we're at.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, sir. You have a great evening and take care of your family.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I guess y'all look at it, we can talk with the prosecutor on that. I think it's time we get it straight moving forward. It's worth the road. People had it. Okay, at this time, city administrator report.
Yes, I just want to give you an update on some of the wastewater issues, but we had our attorney that's handling the lawsuit for us in reference to wastewater, and one of the prosecutors had come in March 19th, came in and they took 3 samples. Can you hear me okay, everybody?
I want to check the needle, make sure you can hear him. She's coming on.
Yes, he's the most clear.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Anyways, they went and picked up samples from UGRA to take samples from some of the runoff in 3 different areas, pretty close to water running either over or under Junction Highway. But the samples were taken. The requirement is you take the samples, you have special scoops, special containers, and they have to put them on ice, and they have 6 hours in order to get them back to UGRA, who test them for E. coli. And I want to just read a little bit about the E. coli, about those samples that came in. Okay, so it was an environmental testing, indicates high levels of E. coli in every sample. There were 3 samples taken. In one case, it exceeded the testing criteria and gave the reading of 2,020. That's 2,020 per 100 mil. This is far in excess of the safe levels set forth by the state of Texas. In reference to fresh water, the primary contact recreation, the geometric mean criterion for E. coli is 126 per 100 mil. And then on the primary contact recreation 2, and I don't know the difference between the 2, maybe one's just, swimming, one's not, but I'm just telling you what they put down here. The geometric mean criterion for E. coli is 206 per 100. A single sample that was taken, each of those samples, the criteria for E. coli is 399 per 100. And I just stated that one of those samples was 2,420. So for 3 areas that were taken, from the creek at the end of Cypress Falls, we have a level of 1,300 E. coli per 100. That's 1,300 per 100 mil sample. From the drainage behind the fire department, which is those culverts that go under the road and go up underneath the vent park, have a level of 727 E. coli per 100. From the drainage behind Ingram Gas, we have a level in excess of 2,420. The one that's 2,420 is off the chart. That's how bad that testing was. And these tests were done independently. UGR, they were sent there to them, whether they do them or they send them out. But we received those testings back email back on the 27th of March. So I just want to give you an update on that. Now a little bit about E. coli, so we'll have an idea. It's a bacterium commonly found in intestines of humans and or animals. Some strains of which can cause severe food poisoning, stomach pain, bloody diarrhea, and kidney failure. So the importance of this, just wanted to bring this up in reference to the wastewater and what's going on with our suit. So.
Thank you for that information. That is something. We really need to do something about that.
Mhm.
And then we're taking it, kind of, out where the drainage comes out.
Yes, where the drains, where the water goes through the drains, or where it ponds outside in certain spots, and so, yes, that's correct.
And that is something. Well, hopefully we'll move to get that improved.
Yes.
Sooner than later.
Yes. Anything on that? And I just want to say that what we have in front of us that was done, I want to thank Stephanie and April and Sheila for really putting this together with HETC. Couldn't have done it without all of them working it out together. And so hopefully it all works out well. And so we'll find out when people call us in and things. So thank you, Stephanie. And so thank you for not using me as a test product.
Yeah, for those that are watching out there, this is our first go around doing this, so hopefully it's going good on your end. No staff reports tonight. No questions on the bills. Anyone have any questions? Let me know when you're done looking and I'll move forward.
Mark, did you say you had some more stuff to discuss? Pardon? Did you say you had some more stuff you wanted to discuss during this discussion time?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I guess we are finished looking at the bills. Ben, we're gonna be adjourning here in a few minutes. Just want to speak to the citizens. We're all in a unique situation at this point, and if you're out there, I hope that everyone will check on their neighbors. And, we're a small community, we need to pull together and make sure that everyone has everything they need, and that no one's going hungry, or no one getting cold at night, or hot, everybody's doing okay. So ask everyone in the community to reach out to your neighbors and just kind of check on one another. And if you have a need, if you find out you need something, you need some help, contact the city, through the police department or through the city offices, and we will, do everything we can to help you out. We're all here to work together. And lastly, for me, I'd like to wish you all a happy Easter, and, it'll be a different one for most of us. We won't be able to get together with our families, but that doesn't mean it has to be a bad one. So enjoy the people you are with. Enjoy the people you're in quarantine with as long as you can. And bless y'all. If there's no question on the bill, I'll ask anyone like to make a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
I've got a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried, meeting adjourned, 6:36 p.m.